Are they recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
And here we are, Roberto, midway through our regional conferences season, and I've seen lots of interaction with lots of different member firms. What's some of the best bits that you're seeing coming out?
Well, the good thing that I'm seeing in the two regional meetings I already had is that a lot of engagement, a lot of commitment from member firms, and there's some good energy, transpire from the meetings, and perhaps their feeling or the sensing good things are coming up.
Yes, and I've seen a lot of the discussions we've been having with some of the member firms around how they're using new technologies, how they're using AI, how they're looking at innovation of existing services just to respond to some of the clients' needs. What do you see as coming out of that area, particularly in your firm, but also as a broad section of the network?
Well, I think that it's imperative to have members looking at new technologies and how they can be more efficient, not only in their own service lines, but also exploring other new service lines like consulting work. We're already using some firms AI platform that fosters and helps how we use in our own firms consulting field, and we can perhaps add a lot of value to our clients as well. So
yeah, that's very. One of the areas that came up in a lot of discussion had recently was how UHY is interacting with its members using our working group mechanisms. So working groups looking after particular areas of the network activities. It might be ESG, it might be training and development. There's a range of areas, and another one of them would be quality and how we're developing the quality and overseeing the management. Some of those have been fantastic, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a great resource for the network and for our members, because you make them gather around a certain topic of interest, and they develop that topic of interest in their own firms, but also for the benefit of the network. That's great, and we need to keep encouraging people to create new groups or even six.
And we're seeing it coming out, I think, stronger at the moment in the centers of excellence. So as we look to see where people have those expertise that really help drive interaction with clients across the world in the different regions, really seeing a good response to identifying how we can use that better.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the reasons why members join UHY, or firms join UHY, because they want to have the capability, even when they don't have it in-house, to be able to reach out to some other expert in the field that's part of our UHY family, and be capable of deliver that service to their clients. So in a way, it's a way of better serving your clients.
Yeah. One of the things we've talked a lot about on the board actually has been the growth. Now we know growth isn't just about the numbers. Growth is numbers. It's aspirational. It's what we want to achieve, but it's about quality. You're absolutely right. It's about quality, but it's also about understanding and knowledge and where we're going. And we've talked a lot about our growth targets for the next 3, 4, 5 years. Things. Where do you see growth coming from for the network?
Well, it will come from organic growth, number one. If we are all in line with our growth strategy, it will come by acquisitions. And today we discussed the means of private equity within our firms, and also in new service lines. You know that we don't know what's going to happen in 5 years from now. So what we know is what we do now we'll not be doing in the next few years. So we need to adapt. We need to constantly adapt, and we need to explore other lines of services that we're not providing now. But we have to, at least we have a lead time of a couple of years to be prepared to be a good service provider by the time that we get to service our clients.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of change in the profession itself, in the way in which service is delivered, as you say, and who knows what that landscape will look like. There are lots of different networks out there. I know we look at the agility, the way in which we're able to respond to client needs, and I think that sets us apart in many different areas. It's our 40th anniversary next year.
Yep.
We're looking forward to the celebrations for that. 40 years since 1986, we've developed a whole range of services for that. What's some of the best things that you're looking forward to?
In terms of the celebration, or in terms of celebration, I hope that we can gather by the annual conference next year some of the people who actually build the foundation of our organization, because they were actually the forefathers of UHY, and the principles that they built this organization with, I think they're still alive. We are a dynamic organization, and we keep adapting to the times, but the close relationships that we have among us, that's why we call it the UHY family. I think it's essential. It's one of the cornerstones of our network, and I hope to see more of that coming up.
And I think reflecting that, one of the things I see quite a lot, and I really like this, is as we celebrate our 40th anniversary, we've got a good range of member firms who are starting to celebrate their 10th, 30th, 50th, 100th anniversary. And it's been great because we've been able to see many of the older former partners coming back for the celebrations, but also it's really good to see how those firms have moved to the next level and are embracing the new technology.
Oh yeah, and succession planning is vital for any professional service firms. And I think that we're doing quite good in that respect. One tool that I think is essential for an essential resource for our firms to start thinking about it when they don't is the Managing Partners Forum, because those are the type of topics that we tackle in that conference that let our members come back to their offices and have food for thought for areas where they haven't thought yet, or they couldn't resolve yet. So
that the Managing Partners Forum, brings those managing partners from across the network in a confidential environment, because it's about really opening up, saying how are we developing our firms, and that's a really, really well received and really well attended and documented activity. So it's fantastic. The other one, of course, is the UHY Forum. We're now in our 24th year, I think, of delivering it.
Yeah.
Aspirationally developing leaders of the future.
That's the most successful program that we've been running for, as you said, almost 25 years. And yeah, it is fantastic, but because that's targeted to our second tier upcoming partners, or upcoming professionals or managers, where we provide a wide range of soft skills for them to handle in their professional life. And we got a lot of good feedback about that, and actually today the CEO of the US firm is a former alumni of the UHY Forum, and even the managing partner of the firm in the UK is a former alumni as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So let me just tell you, as chairman, as you've now come into your chairman's role for UHY, what are the challenges that you see as in that role as you're bringing together? Because as the chairman, you're leading the development through the board. You're bringing the discussions together. What are some of the challenges you see for the next 2 years and 2.5 years during your tenureship?
The first challenge that I think I have is changing the mindset of the network into a one firm way of thinking. I think even though it's 100% under our own control, because it's in our brain, it's one of the most difficult things to do. But I'm confident that most of the members will embrace the fact that we're going to project as one firm, and we will foster growth based on that. Not just in our own little office, but we're a part of something much bigger, much global, which is what we are.
I've really seen that since we launched that shield, as we lovingly call it, but also the new branding, and as a unified brand, it's really people, the firms, the people have really fallen behind it, and really is the dominant way in which we go to market. And it's great because it gives that unified approach to the global world.
No, absolutely. And the second challenge, which is aligned with that, is to penetrate the organizations of each of our members, not to just get to the top management, but to all the people working in any firm. So they have to feel that they're part of something bigger. And
You know, the best thing for me is when we get on our calls, when we get on our Teams calls, we're back at the offices, we come to our meetings and they're always great and they're always really well attended and it's great interaction. But when you're on a Teams call and you're then talking to someone across the world about issues that, you know, are affecting them, but they're affecting us, or we're looking at solutions or we're looking at new ways of driving things, it's just great to know that people in all areas and all different cultures and all different countries and geographic territories are experiencing the same challenges and also agreeing towards the same solutions. And I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely, and it's very powerful, not only inwards to our organization, but also to our clients. And I've had that experience firsthand myself. When you talk to a client and you just pick up the phone or organize a Zoom call with another office, and they can sense that we actually know the person that we're talking to, that we're not just flipping pages in a directory and picking who's the partner I should refer that client to, but someone who I know or who I know his or her family. That's very powerful. The message that we send as a really globalized network is very powerful.
So here's a last question I'd probably ask you now. Having been now chairman, of course, been on the board for a few years now, a good few years, and a member firm even longer in the network, how have you seen, and how would you articulate some of the changes that you've seen really over the last 40 years?
Oh, the changes are tremendous. Obviously, the first change that you can perceive first sight is the size of our network. I remember the first days of me or my firm joining UHY were just a bunch of couple of tables, and there were all the members there with their companions, and now like yesterday, the dinner that we had yesterday in that unique venue with tables full of people and enjoying themselves. That's the first sight change that you can notice. But after that, I think that we've gone a long way in terms of how we care about quality, which was one of the cornerstones of our network. But as we grow and as the professional environment changes in terms of regulations and so on, we kept the pace to make sure that we have a seamless quality throughout the whole network, and that we kept moving even when sometimes you wouldn't notice. We kept moving forward, trying to implement new things. So innovation is in the DNA of UHY, and that's something that even though it was there at the very beginning, now 40 years after, I noticed the big gap between how we started and where we are now.
And the platforms on which to do that are bigger, more robust now, because it's a greater mass of firms. Agility, passion, growth. Those are the things that drive us.
Absolutely
across the network.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I know that there are many challenges, in the next couple of years while I have my tenure as chairman. But I'm happy to see a mature network with a cohesive direction, not only at the board level, but at the level of our members as well. And we know that we're going in the right direction. And hopefully we will be able to achieve all the goals that we have in mind.
Yeah. So we see lots of firms coming in. We've seen many established firms come there for many years, but also newer firms coming in. Some of those quite new, some of them much more established in their markets, and they're coming into the network and they're looking for something. They're looking for that growth opportunity. They're looking for the way in which they can utilize all of their resources to grow further, to develop their clients. What's the best ways they can do that through UHY?
Well, I mean, there are many ways. I would first say appetite for growth and appetite for innovation. And UHY, in that sense, is a terrific platform because we provide a lot of resources, a lot of tools for the firms to develop. But as I always say, it has to be, no matter how big or small they are, in their DNA, there has to be an international mindset, because the world is globalized, the business are globalized, and this is an international network, a global network. So the best way to get the best out of UHY, have that international mindset, help clients to go overseas and settle in another country. That needs from the side of the firm have an international mindset to be a real leader in that respect. So that's basically what I would advise our firms to do.
I think, and reiterating that, I think from a client perspective, clients want the comfort of knowing that they are being looked after by the same firm, by the same mindset that they've been referred to from one country to another. They want that belonging, and belonging is really important for all the employees and partners. They really want to know that they're part of a wider network. They want to know that they can access. And when we see them come to the meetings, the conferences we have around the world, it's so great when they give each other a hug because they haven't seen each other for a long time, or they're getting to see old friends that they've known for many years in some respects. And yet there's still that drive for innovation and growth, even though they've been there for a while and they know each other very well. No one settles down. It's all about pressing it to the next level each time. And it's so impressive to see.
Absolutely. And we push each other to do better, do more and do better. And as I always say, this is a business, this is a people business, so we need to take care of our people, and that's the main secret that we can share with all of our members. Let's take care of the people, and we will grow.